Hey everyone, Spicy Toast Gaming here, taking a look at this week's weekly adventures. So we have a 1.5, a 2, and a 4-star adventure. For the 1.5, it's up against Poppy. With combat awareness, all units have scout. We've seen this a couple times the past couple weeks. This is really good for pretty much every champion. A lot of people are able to take special advantage of this. Some, like Misfortune or Vayne, they level up off of seeing units attack or attacking themselves multiple times. So that helps you level up. Other decks want to have extra keywords like Kaisa, so this really helps out there. And then Scout itself is just a very powerful keyword. So really use whoever you want. Pretty much every deck in the game is going to be able to benefit greatly from this. And it's just a 1.5 star, so you should be absolutely fine. Go ahead and comment down below who you think takes the best advantage of this and why. I would love to see your guys' responses. Up next for the 2-star, we have Not So Fast Round Start, stun the strongest and the weakest unit. So this is able to affect you and the opponent. So if the opponent has the strongest and weakest unit, they're going to get stunned, but if it's you, then you'll get stunned. So just be aware of that. Try to keep your units somewhere in the middle, slightly below their strongest, but stronger than their weakest. That way the enemy is just getting stunned twice and you're not getting stunned at all. For the other power, a little off the top, round start, give the foe's strongest unit 1 power this round for each card in the player's hand. Now, depending on how these activate, this might buff the enemy's unit to be the strongest and then they get stunned. But with round start effects, it really just depends on what goes off first. So normally for these units, I find in most situations it's not actually worth trying to get rid of your hand to not deal with them getting buffed up. It's normally better to just have a CC card or some removal to just get rid of them. So either frostbiting them or stunning them yourself, just so you don't have to deal with that big unit. And I would normally save your CC for when they have the attack token, so you don't have to worry about them hitting you. In general though, this rule set isn't really going to benefit any specific champion. It's just something you're going to have to play around with any champion. So trying to make sure you don't have the strongest and weakest unit on the board. I will say it might be beneficial to go a little bit wide with your board, trying to fill it out, getting close to that 6 amount. So even if you do end up getting stunned, you still have other units that can push through and attack. But again, this is more for how you're supposed to play than a specific champion that's going to counter this effect. Also, this probably won't matter much, but just a fun special tip that a lot of people probably don't know. If your unit is stunned, if you silence it, that actually gets rid of the stun effect, as well as any other special effects. Probably not going to be applicable, but it is kind of a fun thing to know. If you silence your own unit, it gets rid of any stuns. I doubt like 99% of people will be able to benefit from that, but the more you know. Alright, for the 4-star, this is actually probably going to be a tough one. It's up against Jinx. The special effects, Big Feast, when a foe summons a unit, grant it 3 health. Iterative Improvement, round start, the foe summons the next turret, and then the vicious enemy. So normally the turrets, at least for the first couple rounds, are all going to be very weak with 1 health. But now they're going to be up to 4 health because they're getting an additional 3 health from the Big Feast. This is actually going to be a pretty difficult combo. Normally the turrets are pretty easy to kill, but a unit with 4 health isn't that small, especially at the very start of the game. So it's going to be a lot of different ways to deal with this. You might want to go for removal to try to take out the enemy units. You might want to go for some control or CC to be able to stun their units or frostbite them. Or you might just want to go the route of outscaling them with someone like a Tahm Kench or a Garen, where your units are just surviving on the board, scaling up, and being able to overpower the enemy. So while this is going to be really versatile in how you want to approach it, I do want to give a couple shout outs to different builds or different champions. So one for Annie, if you're using your Disintegrate, doesn't matter how much health the opponent has, you're still going to kill them. So you might want to go Annie with like a counterplan build where you're summoning a Disintegrate every single round. That could help you take care of this. Or if you want to go for the scaling units, probably don't want to go for Kayn, as these units are going to have a lot of health. Probably want to go more someone either like Tahm Kench or Garen, where you're able to just get hit or strike and scale off of that. Or just go the route of someone like Bard, where it doesn't really matter what the enemy is doing, your units are all scaling up because of your chimes. So again, this is going to be a fairly versatile but rather difficult combination of powers. Again, comment down below what you think or what you found to be the best strategy. It'll be really interesting to see how everyone approached this, as these are well-designed adventures in the fact that there's going to be a lot of different ways to approach this. That's it for the weeklies though. Again, comment down below what you guys thought of it. Also, if you haven't, please like and subscribe. Trying to hit 10K by the end of the year. It's going to be a very long way to go. So any help you can give, greatly appreciated. Really makes my day every time I see that subscriber number go up. Thank you for all the support, and I hope you have a great day and a great week.